Hey everyone, it's Derrick here with another video, and today we're talking about the AirPods 3rd Gen. And there's some things to talk about here. Obviously, they are probably one of the most well-known earbuds that they have in the market today. These cost $169.99. Probably the main features are the better battery life and then the new design. So with this new design, and this is the first time that I'll be putting them in my ears, get a nice pairing sound when I put them in my ears. And do they stay in my ears? Well, we'll have to go running to see if they will stay in my ears. So that in a bit here. So let's just see what they sound like. So with these you get 6-hour battery life without spatial audio, and that's another feature, is that these AirPods have spatial audio in them as well. So they have an H1 chip, so the new chip, or the one that the Powerbeats Pro and the Apple AirPods Pro have in their earbuds as well. So yeah, not much is different for these. These are basically the same as the Apple AirPods Pro, and the design is very, very similar to them. So yeah, let's turn them on and see what they're all about. I like the shorter stem, and yeah, these fit a lot better in my ears than the prior ones did. I can still hear the vent that's going on in my house right now, so it doesn't seclude you out too much from all of the sounds that you would hear. There's much more bass, and one of the things that I wanted to see is that the difference between the Powerbeats Pro and these 3rd Gen AirPods, to see, because the sound signature right now sounds very similar to me. It's just squeezing down to play and pause. Twice is the skip, 3 times is to go back, and then a hold is to, okay, but first thing that I'm going to try is, I'm going to get my Powerbeats Pro over here. These puppies in a ginormous case, so that's the other thing with the case, it's nice and sleek, and I think it's the same size as the AirPods Pro. You want to hear something funny? I think these may be the same drivers as the Powerbeats Pro. You probably won't get a lot of people that actually say that, probably because they're not listening to these back and forth, but they sound very, very familiar, or similar. I bet you won't get anybody from Apple to actually tell you if this is true or not, but I think they may be the same drivers from the Powerbeats Pro. You give it a listen, buy them, return them, what have you. I think you should. They're probably very, very similar. And honestly, the only reason why I would choose the Powerbeats Pro over these is because they have a hook over my ear, so I know that they're secure. I have no idea if these are going to stay in here long term. However, the comfort of these is on point, and up to 20 hours, so 30 hours of listening time and up to 20 hours of talk time. And 5 minutes in the case provides roughly around 1 hour of listening time, or around 1 hour of talk time. And this comes with Bluetooth 5.0, so that's good. So, you know, if I walk around the house, it shouldn't be an issue. The other thing that's nice with these is that you can also use them with Find Your Phone, that app. So that's nice that you're able to do it. It's not quite as accurate as Apple AirTags, but it still is nice that you're able to find them if you have issues finding them. After walking around the house, didn't have any disconnect issues with these puppies in my ears. I think the case does have MagSafe on it, so it does have magnets in here, so it will stick to any MagSafe chargers that you have. So that's a nice thing to have. I think one of the downsides of these is that it's always difficult to tell which one's left and right, and I never know, because they're so small, is that they, you know, which side they fit in, and it seems still very easy to lose these. Again, your mileage will vary, so I think with these not having as secure of a fit as the Powerbeats Pro, that would be my main concern. And you know, with these being $169.99, it's sort of the middle ground of, you know, sort of not cheap, but you know, it's nice to have this option, you know, in this world that we have, in like with trying to get Bluetooth audio quality up, and also trying to do Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams calls. Just with the change in the audio from off to fixed, it sounds like, it's hard to explain, but basically it sounds like the audio is, when it's off, it's coming directly into your ears, so it's like a direct stream, like you have headphones on, and that's exactly what it sounds like. So if I switch to fixed here, I think people say it's like you're at a concert. Honestly, I think you have to hear them to understand it, and I think, you know, if you try these out, you'll either love it or you'll hate it. So I don't think it's that big of a feature, but it's something to keep in mind when you're trying to make a decision. So now I'm going to switch it to head tracked, which essentially means that if I move my head around, that I should see a little bit of difference of where that audio is coming from. So I'm going to switch to that now. That's so weird. Sounds like it's coming from there. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if I would use this or not, but I mean, honestly, it is definitely interesting. I think probably the next generation of the AirPods Pro will have this spatial audio feature, and obviously it will probably come with that price tag of over 200 bucks. But yeah, I think it's actually pretty interesting. Again, I think you'll have to listen to it to understand it a little bit better, but this one actually makes it feel like that Chance the Rapper is literally in front of me. I can see how it's sort of gimmicky, but I also see how it can be something that you like. So just in general, I would say I wouldn't buy it specifically for spatial audio, but I think more tracks that are coming out are going to be building for this. So I would say, you know, it's probably something that you should be aware of and something that it's capable of. And, you know, if you're buying AirPods in general, you should probably consider these, because these definitely fit my ears better than the last generation ones. And, you know, additional battery life, instead of 4 hours, you get 5 hours or 6 hours. And if you're not using spatial audio, obviously the 6 hours. And the case is nice, you get the wireless charging as well. And yeah, they're a pretty decent price, I think. And, you know, comfort-wise, you know, they're really good in my opinion. I wish they gave you the option of actually changing the volume. They still haven't given you an option for that, and I really wish they can do that. With the Powerbeats Pro, there's 2 sides you can press the button, which is nice. I wish you can customize that as well, but again, just talking about these and sort of the design that they have and this new spatial audio and their IPX4 water and sweat resistance, and it's just an overall good package. If you're looking at the first or second version of the AirPods, I would definitely buy these because the audio quality is way better than those two. I think these are, honestly, if you're buying them new, still a pretty good option, and a lot of people are going to have these things, and they look exactly like AirPods Pro, so, you know, you're not going to really be able to tell the difference other than the fact that they don't have ANC or noise cancellation. Getting really nice products in this category is really awesome, but I still think they haven't created one that I would say is the perfect one. I think they're pretty close. I think if these puppies get the ability to change the volume up and down on your freaking ears, I think that would tip them over. And if they can give you just a little bit more battery life, like I love the Powerbeats Pro, I never have to worry about the actual battery on those puppies. So, and these come with the case comes with a lightning cable to USB-C cable. To charge the actual case, it's actually a lightning port, which is the oddest thing ever, I swear. But yeah, again, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.